So it looked like Angel Reese was officially benched tonight, but you would never guess who came in for her.
Did you hear what just went down on the court? Angel Reese, the basketball star everyone's been talking about, got benched after only 8 minutes of play. Yep, just 8 minutes. But here's the surprising part. Things took an unexpected turn when a player off the bench came in and completely changed the game. It was like Coach D Rose's whole strategy turned upside down, leaving everyone in shock.
Then Caitlin Clark, homegirl, Lexie Hull had to come in and step in for Angel Reese to finally give the Rose their first victory in Unrivaled. And I'm telling y'all right now, this was completely embarrassing for Angel Reese.
But how did we get to this point? Let's take a step back and look at the game from the start to see how things took such a surprising turn.
Angel Reese has always struggled to make these damn layups. And I'm here to tell you, she need to get back in the gym expeditiously and work on her game.
Picture this, Angel Reese, the basketball sensation everyone's been talking about, steps onto the court, and the crowd is buzzing, ready to see some magic. But right from the start, something's off. Reese just isn't herself. It's like watching a top quarterback keep fumbling the ball. She's missing easy layups and struggling to find her rhythm. You can almost feel the confusion spreading through the crowd.
What we seen out there displayed tonight was completely horrid.
As the minutes tick by, Reese's struggles only get worse. The crowd starts to get restless. You can hear whispers growing louder, people shifting in their seats, and fans shouting out advice from the stands, hoping it'll help her break out of the slump. The coach's face is turning redder with each passing moment, and it's clear he's about to snap. The tension is building, and everyone is on edge, waiting to see if Reese can find her rhythm and turn things around.
People be wanting to see her do good. A lot of people be wanting to hype her up. And I'm here to tell you, dog, it is not looking good for Angel Reese, bro.
But here's the kicker. After just 8 minutes, yes, 8 minutes, the coach pulls Reese from the game. Can you believe it? The star player benched after barely having a chance to play. Her performance was a total letdown. Let me break down the stats for you.
Angel Reese played 8 damn minutes. She was 2 for 6 from the field, 0 for 0 from field goal, 0 for 0 in free throws. She had 6 rebounds, 1 offensive rebounds, and 5 defensive rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, and 1 0 blocks. Now, she had 4 points. That's what Angel Reese finished with, 4 points in 8 minutes.
It's hard to believe, but Angel Reese only scored 4 points, making 2 out of 6 shots. No three-pointers, no free throws, nothing. The commentators didn't hold back, calling her performance horrendous. Ouch, that's got a sting. But don't go anywhere, because the story isn't over yet. In fact, it's about to take a shocking turn. Who's that coming off the bench, ready to step into the spotlight? Trust me, what happens next will leave you speechless.
Lexie Hull came in off the bench. 10 minutes of play. She did all of this damage in 10 minutes.
What happened next was pure basketball magic. Lexie Hull stepped onto the court, and in just 10 minutes, she completely flipped the game on its head. You might be wondering, who's Lexie Hull? Well, after this, you'll never forget her name. Things were looking grim for D Rose, the crowd's energy was low, and another loss seemed inevitable. But then, Hull hit the court, and everything changed. She started scoring, and didn't stop. 1 basket, 2 baskets, 3 baskets. The crowd grew louder with every shot. Hull's teammates exchanged amazed looks, while the opposing team called timeout after timeout, desperately trying to stop her. But they couldn't. Let's break down exactly what Hull did in those 10 minutes.
8 and 11 from the field, 1 or 2 from 3, 1 or 1 in free throws. She got 3 rebounds, 2 offensive rebounds, 1 defensive rebound. She was 3 with assists, 0 steals, 0 blocks. Now, she finished the game with 19 points. She had the most points on the team. The next person to have more than her was Khalil.
Are you ready for this? It's absolutely incredible. Lexie Hull scored a jaw-dropping 19 points in just 10 minutes. That's nearly 2 points per minute. She went 8 for 11 from the field, shooting an insane 72.7%. She even hit a three-pointer and made her only free throw attempt. But that's not all. Hull also grabbed 3 rebounds and handed out 3 assists, all in just 10 minutes. And let me tell you, it wasn't just about the stats. The energy in the arena was electric. Every time she touched the ball, the crowd was on the edge of their seats. Her teammates stepped up too, feeding off her momentum. It was like watching a spark turn into a wildfire.
all of this damage in 10 damn minutes, bruh. I'm not making this up.
You know how they say one player can make all the difference? Lexie Hull proved that, and she did it right in front of our eyes. Every play she made sparked the crowd, and with each basket, you could feel the momentum shift. It was like watching a magician at work, except instead of pulling rabbits out of a hat, she was pulling victory out of thin air. Her performance even outshone some of the starters. Collie or Copper scored 18 points in 12 minutes, but Hull did even better in less time. That kind of efficiency definitely gets a coach's attention. And sure enough, social media went wild. Fans were calling Hull the X Factor, a game changer who could turn the entire season around. After what she did in just 10 minutes, it's hard to argue with that.
Make a big-time lineup change when it comes to this Unrivaled team, dog. Angel Reese looked it bad, but we ain't gonna talk about her, because I'm for Lexie.
You won't believe what happened when Hull hit the court. It was like watching a sleeping giant suddenly wake up and roar to life. Before Hull made her entrance, Coach D. Rose was really struggling. The team was down 66-71 against Miss, and they looked completely lost. Shots were missing, passes were off, and the crowd? Well, they were as quiet as a cemetery at midnight.
Chelsea Gray nearly drained it. Lexie Hull fresh into the...
But then, Hall stepped in, and everything changed. It wasn't just her scoring, it was like she flipped a switch for the entire team. Suddenly, D. Rose was playing like they had superpowers. You know how one player can lift the whole team? Well, Hall took that to a whole new level. Sykes was sprinting ahead, Stevens was hitting threes thanks to Hall's assists, and her impact was felt on both ends of the court. Let's break it down, those sloppy passes? Now they were flying through the air like guided missiles. The defenders, who had been stuck in the mud, were now moving so fast, you'd think they had rockets strapped to their shoes. And get this, even the players on the bench were losing it. Every time Hall made a play, they were jumping up and down like they just won the lottery.
We know she's Fever X Factor. Lexie, in 10 minutes off the bench, by the way. Damn, she was balling. Lexie is a heck of a player. She is gritty. Someone else said guarantee they give her less minutes next game.
But here's where it gets really wild, the crowd. Can you imagine the energy in that arena? Every time Ho scored, the place got louder and louder. By the end of her run, the entire building was shaking. I'm talking earthquake-level excitement. People were on their feet, screaming their heads off, high-fiving strangers. It was pure basketball magic.
Now, so as y'all can see here, DeRose won 66-71 versus the Miss tonight. Angel Reese played 8 damn minutes.
Now, you might be wondering, did D. Rose pull off the win? Well, here's the thing, they didn't. But that's not even the point. What Ho did in those 10 minutes was bigger than just one game. She gave everyone a glimpse of what this team could really be. It was like watching a sneak peek of the next big blockbuster. You just know it's going to be huge, and you won't believe what happened after the final buzzer. The game's over, and all eyes are on Ho as she heads toward the locker room, probably reflecting on her incredible performance. But then, something unexpected happens. Her teammates start gathering around her, hands behind their backs. You can feel the tension in the air. What's going on? Ho looks confused, maybe even a little worried. Are they upset? Jealous? The suspense is building, and even the reporters are leaning in to see what's next. Then, boom, they pull out actual roses. Can you believe it? Ho's teammates are showering her with flowers, telling her, "We appreciate you, you're amazing." It's a moment that'll give you goosebumps, a team coming together, recognizing greatness, and lifting each other up. Huge shout out to Lexie Hull, but wait, there's more. The excitement doesn't stop there. The fans? They're going absolutely crazy online. You know how sometimes fans can be tough critics? Not this time. They're flooding social media, praising Ho. One fan even said, Lexie in 10 minutes off the bench was balling. That's right, they're not just impressed, they're blown away.
Sykes bursting ahead. Stevens for three. Got them all!
Look at Lexie Hull with the assist.
And also, just what that does.
Look at it.
Sykes on the attack.
Lexie Hull, somebody
Now you don't. It's Lexie Hull.
It's not just the fans, there's real buzz going around about possible lineup changes. Can you imagine? Ho's performance was so impressive, so game-changing, that people are starting to talk about shaking things up. They're wondering if she might get a bigger role in future games. It's like Ho didn't just play basketball, she rewrote the playbook.
Always has her head on the
You know what,
swivel.
Lexie?
Hull has a
I'm gonna take
shield,
the shot.
fires.
like shooting practice.
Look.
7
Part of how
offensive
they-
rebounds combined in the half. Hull
Bless your
spins
ass.
and finishes.
Part of how they play, how they
Lexie Hull, 15 points in this first half. One worth two,
Look at
53-49. And defensively, Noah Henry is proud of the
Look at
pride.
that. Balling off.
Now, you might be thinking, okay, but what does this mean for the team? Well, let me tell you, this isn't just about one game, it's about what's ahead. Ho's performance has sparked something huge. It's like she lit a fire under the whole team, and now everyone's asking, what's next? Will she start? Will they build the offense around her? The future suddenly looks full of possibilities.
Chelsea Gray always has her head on a swivel. Hull has a shield, fires, got it!
Bang!
Are so good. Both teams have really been crisp offensively.
I think very crisp and also figuring out exactly where to get their shots from.
Remember how the team was struggling earlier, looking like they were headed for another loss? Well, Hall didn't just change the game, she changed the entire vibe. Suddenly, there's hope, there's excitement. It's like the team found its missing piece, turning what could have been another defeat into a moment of triumph and possibility. Wow, did you see that clip? Hall completely flipped the script for D Rose's entire season. Her performance has everyone talking, fans, analysts, you name it. Everyone's wondering if this is the start of something huge. Lexie finished the game with 19 points in just 10 minutes. 19 points in 10 minutes. Can you believe that? So, what's next for Hall and D Rose? With a rising star like Hall on the team, basketball is never dull. Will she get more playing time? Could she break into the starting lineup? Whatever happens, all eyes are on Lexie Hull. This could be the spark that turns D Rose into a powerhouse. What do you think? Could Hall be the secret weapon this team needs? Share your thoughts and let's see if she can keep this momentum going.